What time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.
All right, man. This is your boy Styles in the house, westcoaststyles.com. We're on the YouTube channel, the OG WCR. And we got some special guests in the house tonight. We've got Spanish Fly. This was special to me because this is Raza right here. This is my Hispanic artists, And on the site, we're trying to show some more love to the Hispanic artists out there. And man, what a better way to start off than than with Spanish Fly is what I'm trying to say. So, man, gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We have Ese Daz in the house, Johnny D, and MOC. And we're waiting for Annimeanz. Whenever he'll bring his ass on in here, he'll join on in. But let's start off with the group. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Hey, man, thank you for having us, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So let's start off with the group history here. Why don't you give me a rundown of how the group started? Daz, I know you're the oldest member of the group, the original founding member. How did you guys start off, man? What's the history on Spanish Fly?
Yeah, well, it was man, we started back in the late 80s. Pretty much me and my homeboy Tricks. We started off as DJs, you know what I mean? Just DJing around Carson and the Harbor area. And then one of our homeboys, that's at Rich Rock, he was already rhyming. You know what I mean? Talent shows at Carnegie Middle School, just the hip hop shit, the whole elements of it. So we used to DJ, he used to rap. And we used to DJ parties all around the city, man. And then, like I said, Rich Rock was writing rhymes. I was making little beats and we just, we got into the whole hip hop thing, you know what I mean? Growing up on that we had the NWA we used to listen to. From Public Enemy to Schoolie D, we were all into that whole hip hop culture, the break dancing. We were part of that whole thing. So, and then we just kind of like got into it, man, and we wanted to kind of like NWA was real big at the time, and we kind of wanted to talk about where we grew up with the Raza, like how we grew up, and spit our lingo, and that's how it came about.
Okay, word. And so you guys made that song Soy 18 with a Bullet. It was popular, and it did its thing, but tell me about that song and how you guys came about making that song.
Yeah, well, like I said, we started off as DJs and the whole break dancing and all that, but during that time the whole gang element was starting to pop off, because prior to that, our flows and ritual was just hip hop shit, but then that gang element started coming in. And so that's when we kind of made, that album. It's called Trust No Man. And we had a single called Soy 18 with a Bullet, which sold, just word of mouth, man, like straight out the trunk, over 300,000 copies. With no, mind you, we were not on major labels. A lot of the Latino artists that were out at the time, like Frost, they were all on major labels. We were underground, strictly underground, the first group to come out and do some damage. So, you know what I mean? And that's that album we did. We put that together with the 4-track, turntables, and records. And that's how Soy 18 with a Bullet came about, brother.
You bring up a good point. You guys sold quite a few copies of that single and that album.
Right.
Major label push behind you guys, and I think that Hispanic artists don't get that respect from the industry, in the sense that we're able to still sell records and move units without that push. You know what I mean? And why don't you speak about that, man? What's your take on that whole situation?
As far as what
Anyone can say.
Yeah, you guys can jump in, but like back then, like I said, we were not on majors. We'd send demos in, we didn't get calls back. But at Carson High School, I went to Carson High School in Carson, and there was a teacher there by the name of Murray Brumfield, and he was a history teacher, and he had that classroom where everyone, everyone in the school would go. If you wanted to hear hip hop, he would play it during lunchtime. So we go in there, man. All the hip hop heads would get in there, play music, whatever. And I remember we made the demo of our album, The Trust No Man, on 4-track. We took him to tape. We took it to him, and man, that week or the week after, he took us to Paramount Studios in Hollywood right away, and we got that album done. We even did a lot of pre-production with Brian Dobbs, the producer. They used to call him Wino. He produced for Coolio because at the time,
I remember Wino.
Yeah, Wino's a homeboy, man. He grew up right there in DA and Carson. We went to his pad. He put it together because he had the MP12s, I believe. We only had the 4 tracks, and I didn't have my MPC yet. So we used to go over there, and he used to put our samples together, and then we tell him how we wanted the beat to go. That's how we kind of created that. And we went to Hollywood and Paramount Studios, and we did that album. And yeah, as far as like selling units, man, you know, just out the street, Murray would drive down East LA to all the barrios, and he just opened his trunk, kind of like Easy E did, you know, just out the trunk, and and it was just selling, man, like hotcakes, bro, because there was not much of that out there. Like I said, besides few artists like Frost, you know, that were on majors, maybe a lot of Shit Brown, but we were like the underground group that was doing it, and it was. And if you listen to Story 18 with a Billy compared to with whatever other stuff that was out on the land side, it was gangster. Like for that time, it was. If you listen to the lyrics, it was on some street shit, so it really like came across well and sold a lot of units, man.
Yeah. So how the other members get involved? You know, we have 2 other members here.
Right.
You know, how'd you guys come up? How'd you guys come a part of this group?
Okay. I'll go because back in the early 2000s, I was doing music in my neighborhood, just out of like just leaving high school. I just graduated in 2000, but I was putting little tapes out and just making stuff for the hood. And then I ran into a homie of a homie. His name was Will, and then he introduced me into the Daz, and you know, and the rest of the group at that time, because there was a new group that was formed in the early 2000s. But I met them at a house party. I was rocking the mic and, you know, just rapping over hip hop beats, and then that's how I got introduced to them. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
And MOC, how'd you come a part of the group, brother?
Hey man, well, shit. In 2020, man, got a call from Ese Daz like, hey man, I got this idea, you know, I want to create this little super group or whatever, you know, with some people that he had interest in, that knew that would you know, represent it well, you know, hold the name up high and represent it well. So he reached out to me, you know, to John D, Annimeanz, you know, and you know, we got this classic combination right now, and you know, I was honored, you know what I mean? Like I came from a group prior, you know what I mean? So, you know, I know what a group was all about, you know what I mean? So I was all for it. You know what I mean? Hey, that's Means right there. He said he didn't get a group text, man. He's trying to connect with us.
Yeah.
I know he's texting me right now telling me he can't get in, but I don't know, everyone else was able to get in, so I don't know what's up.
So
anyway.
Interject on that, Styles. Like I said, you know, the first Spanish Fly, the Trust No Man, with the Trust No Man album, you know what I mean? That's the Rich Rock and my home with Tricks. And then in 2000s, I created a new group with Johnny D. Like he said at the house party, he grabbed the mic and he was spitting, bro. And I was like, man, this kid is dope. So, you know, I kind of made a new group with my boy Fino, rest in peace, and my nephew and all that. And that was like in 2000s. We did a album called Crimes of Agony. And it did pretty good, you know what I mean? It was on a label Silent Giant. And then fast forward to now, it had been so many years, but I always felt like, man, it's a classic group. And my whole thing now was to put like a group together where kind of like a la Wu-Tang, but a West Side Connection, but a Latino side, like from a Latino perspective, you know, and just like just rhyme spitters, because if you look back at Chicano rap, I mean, there's a lot of good artists, but there's a lot of stuff. I wanted to evolve it. Let's just say that, you know, where like some Mexicans or Latinos were spitting fire, man. And so that was kind of my whole mind state of how to put this new group together with Muggs, Johnny D, and then Annimeanz, which is a sick MC. So that was the whole concept, kind of like, you know, like a Latino Wu-Tang or West Side Connection kind of thing, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, I will say this, man. You guys can spit some fire. You know, I've listened to some of the stuff that you put out recently that, you know, that Annimeanz has shared with me. And man, I'm like, wow, really impressed. and I think that you guys are really elevating Chicano rap to another level. You guys, Annimeanz, and and all of you guys there, and kind of killing that stereotype,
Right.
you know what I mean, and I think that you guys are going to earn the respect of the rest of the industry if you guys just keep it up, Yeah, so that's one thing I really noticed, man. Is man, you guys can, especially MOC up there, man. That brother, woo.
Yeah.
From that last album on the Crack Rock Bounce album with Annimeanz, man, I was like, God damn it, this guy can, woo, he's killing it.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
He could spit. He was part of a group called Mexiclan, and Leon was the other member. Rest in peace, man. And it was a dope little mix where most would rap, and you hear that lazy that voice he has, and then Leon would, like a singer, would come in and sing. So it was a dope mix. But I always remembered him, and I said, man, I gotta add him to the group because he could spit, like, he's dope, and his voice. I think it's just the group with Johnny D, with Annimeanz and MOC. It's like they play off each other, and they're all different. And I produce the beats, and it just comes out. It's just gelling together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what are you guys working on right now, man? I know you're in the studio all the time. What's cooking?
Well, we just put out that last album, called The Reintroduction, and then and I'm working on right now. We're working on a solo album for Johnny D. Means just put out his project, and then in the future we got albums coming out from MOC, and then Annimeanz off 110 South. So we're kind of working on that, and at the same time the new Spanish Fly album. You guys feel free to jump in, folks, or Johnny, to add to that.
Yeah. In general, we're right now we're focusing on my project, but in the meantime, throughout the whole vibe, we're doing the Spanish Fly project. We're already recording tracks for it, and we have some bangers, some heat coming, and but it's we're gonna hit you with a lot. We have videos coming.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of content that's different with same sound, same us. Nothing fake, just pure music that we that we love.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nothing but good stuff coming soon.
It's heat coming. It's the real heat coming. Johnny D got an album right now that's just, man, off the hinges right now, man. Wait till that one comes out. Just shot a video to that too, to his first single. So look out for that one. That Reintroduction album was lit too, man. And just trying to keep it pushing.
Yeah. Talk about that single, Johnny D. He touched on a few things that were going on with the coronavirus called Press the Line.
What's up with this? Hold on. What's up with this cipher? I saw a clip of a cipher going out of you guys that you guys recorded like over the weekend, and I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, Friday, man. It drops Friday on OG Pants TV, man, and it drops Friday. He's doing the little cipher thing. They got like 4 or 5 artists in already, and this is the first one where you got a few artists lined up back to back. Going at it in the cipher. You know what I mean? I started off. Then we got Johnny D coming in, and then we got from the first music group, Andrew John, and then Means caps it off, man. I can't wait to watch it on Friday. I just seen the clips like you, so anxious to see that on Friday at 2 p.m., man.
All right, Johnny, you were gonna say something before I cut you off, unfortunately.
Oh no, I was gonna say that I got videos coming too, also pertaining to my album. Press the Line, like what Daz was talking about. So that's coming too. So like, a lot of visuals coming out too for mine and for the Fly. The Fly's we're gonna be making the album in between every single thing we're doing. So it's coming together, man.
Okay. Well, good shit, man. Guys, you guys have really impressed me, and and I just want you guys to go out there and kill it and continue to get the respect for Hispanic artists. Annimeanz and myself are putting on a showcase of that's coming up soon of different Latino artists to perform live. So we're just gonna like get that flag and hold it high, and man, and so I just want you guys to just continue rocking. Daz, I know you make beats, and I know I got you confused a minute there with Daz Dillinger because Annimeanz was telling me, "Hey, I got a beat from Daz," and I was like, "What the fuck, Daz?" And then he had explained, that Ese Daz, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, that's right." So I see you. I know you on the boards there. Working hard and well, man, why don't you tell me about your production and your style?
Well, I mean, pretty much, I've been producing since, like I said, the early '90s. With that whole Spanish Fly, and got my hat. I still got my MPC in the back, right over there. You know what I mean? So, back then, it was a lot of sampling and that kind of thing. And now I just kind of like, I wanted to kind of bring that gritty sound, that little gritty sound back, and just a lot of just hard banging beats, man. A lot of 808 and like how it used to be, and some of that Miami shit, but a little bit of mix with that West Coast shit. But I still cut up samples. I still use some oldies up in there. More now than before is I focused a lot on my engineering skills. So, it's one part, to create the beat and chop some samples and that kind of thing. But what I got into now is more engineering my sounds and, when I'm mixing, what I want them to sound like and tweaking things. And that's kind of what I'm really into right now, brother. It's a trip because I've been in the game for a long time. And you're right. People used to mistaken me for Daz a lot, but the truth is, bro, I was out late 80s and I didn't know about Daz or Snoop at that time, to be honest with you, because my name is David Arellano Zamora. So that's where Daz comes from. And I went by DJ Daz. Only reason I put Ese Daz after that was because they blew up. You know what I mean? Like Snoop and them just blew up, and everyone was like, Daz. I'm like, man, I have that name, bro. But it's all love. We even did a record together called Burning Down the House and Daz Dillinger. So it's all love, But as far as the production, yeah, man, that's really what I'm into right now. It's just the engineering aspect and how to make my beats sound a little different and tweaking things, bro.
Mm-hmm. All right. So if y'all need beats, get at Daz. Ese Daz.
That's a hard ass name though. That's a hard ass name, man.
Yeah.
Even before I knew Ese Daz, I was like, damn, who's that? Because that name is hard right there.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm sorry that Annimeanz couldn't be here. I'm going to text him right now and see, what happened and whatnot. But just continue rocking, and man, we're gonna be pushing you guys. So just thank you guys once again for being our guests.
Thank you, brother, man. Hey, can I get on that showcase or what?
Yeah, we're putting on that showcase, man. It's gonna be the West Coast Styles Latino Artist Showcase, the Invasion. That's what Annimeanz called it, the Invasion. So, we're gonna be pushing it hard, and we're gonna be, getting at some talented MCs, and we're just going to show the people that we can rock the mic too. So,
hey, thanks for having us, Charles. And I just want to put it out there. There's also a documentary kind of goes into the old Spanish Fly and the history of it. It's called Spanish Fly on Amazon. So you can check that out too.
Okay.
And be on the lookout for all the new stuff, man. Annimeanz, Johnny D, Project Smoke, Spanish Fly, man. Thank you for having us. Much love, man.
Yeah. All right. Before we end, can I get a shout out for westcoaststyles.com?
That's what's up.
Go ahead.
Just anybody can shout and give us a drop.
What's up? This is Spanish Fly right here with West Coast Style Exclusive in the Casa, homeboy.
Johnny D, Spanish Fly for the West Coast Classics.
Yeah, what up? This big MOC, Mr. Mos MC, rapping for that West Coast Styles, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much. And I'll be in touch soon, and we'll be pushing you guys on the site. So, thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, brother.
What time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.